I'll read you a quote. UFC is a great company, but PFL is a great company. We do everything they do, and we do some things better. 1, we pay better, and 2, you're in control in the PFL. You're not under somebody's thumb. What you do inside the cage controls your future, end quote. That was from PFL CEO.
What was the end of it? What did it say?
What you do inside the cage controls your future. And
what you do inside the cage can what?
Controls your future.
Got it.
So that was from PFL CEO Don Davis. And so I don't know if you've heard that quote yet today, but I just was wondering what your initial thoughts were.
No. Well, there's one of two things in that. There's either a lot of delusion or he's uninformed. Almost everything in that statement is incorrect, except for what happens in the cage determines your future. I think that's the only right thing that he said. And you know what? Good for him. Get out there. Fucking, let's fire it up. Let's, whatever. It's all good. Yeah, listen, I've said this before about the PFL. I have no beef with those guys. Those guys have always been stand-up guys and have always been classy when it comes to the business. These guys are in this to compete with us, and I respect that.
You've always been, not taking shots at the PFL, but if Saudi Arabia decides to empty the bank, right, they've got essentially unlimited financial resources. This is just $100 million, but do you view them as a potential viable competitor if they decide we're going to open up the checkbook and we're going to try to be the UFC?
There's been plenty of people that have opened the checkbook, to be a competitor. It's not about money. There's so many different, as I sit back and being in this for 23 years, and I watch everything that is done wrong. Okay? And one of the big things he said in there, which is absolutely false, is that they pay more than the UFC, which is absolutely, positively not true. But I do see them waste unbelievable amounts of money. And you can only waste unbelievable amounts of money for so long, no matter how much money somebody has. It's just, if you go in the dictionary and look up the word business, okay? There's business and then there's charities. I'm involved in both. I run a business and I do lots of things for charity. Most of these other guys are all running charities, not businesses. And like I say, you can only do that for so long before it runs out and it ends. So we will see. I've seen you guys, when you guys ask me these kind of questions, you ask me like this is the first time I've seen things like this, or the first time somebody with money was getting involved. It's about a lot more than money.